Okay, so I want to talk about a few of the things that I really like about the DJI Mini 3 as far as somebody that is a beginner, not a lot of experience as a drone operator or pilot. I think the biggest thing for me is going to be the fact that how affordable it is these days. It is an older model of theirs, so you can definitely find it rather cheap on Marketplace, or even Amazon new still. You can get them for a relatively good price in comparison to some of their older models or other models. Another thing that, I mean, going off of that same topic, is going to be just as well as it being an older model of theirs, you're also going to get great aftermarket support for it. So you can still find cases for it. You can still find batteries and chargers and the docks and stuff. For mine, I was able to source one of these aftermarket charging docks with their extended life batteries for rather cheap. I think for the dock and the two batteries, I think it was right around $120. And of course, you get the one battery in the drone when you buy it. If you purchase it new, I don't know if, it's going to vary if you buy it off of Facebook Marketplace. Um, as far as the drone goes, I really like how small and lightweight it is and compactable, you know, very compact. So if you wanted to hike up a mountain or go for a long walk or something, and you don't want to take anything that's too big, I think that this is going to be a great option just because it's going to be that sub 249 grams, and then you're still getting plenty of, you know, you're still going to have great image quality as far as the camera goes from the gimbal and the camera that's on the drone itself. So that's great. And then the package I bought also came with this controller to be the RC remote with the integrated controller, which is nice. I like this a lot too because you don't have to worry about tying up your smartphone if you're flying with, this one versus some of the older models that they may have that you have to use your smartphone to, use as a screen to fly it. So going further into the video, I'm going to go ahead and switch to tabletop and we're going to look over some of the stuff a little bit closer. And then towards the end, or I will, add some video footage and pictures that I've taken flying it, whether that be at night or during the day, just kind of around town where I'm at. So we'll get into it and see how it goes. Going to have a three positional or three axis camera. In the back here, it is going to have a USB port and an micro SD card slot, and then your removable battery here. On the bottom of the drone, if we take off this gimbal cover, there you go. You're going to see two sensors. These aren't for obstacle avoidance or anything. These are going to be for landing. This drone does not have obstacle avoidance like what the Mini 3 Pro does. I forgot to mention on the top here, you're going to have the power button. So to unfold this drone, the first thing you're going to do, take these front wings, they just rotate forward and out, and these back wings rotate just out. So once you have the drone unfolded, this is going to be what it looks like. Like I said, this drone is going to be sub 249 grams, so you won't have to register it. The camera that this drone has is 4K compatible at 30 frames per second. Next thing we'll look at real quick is going to be the controller. This is the controller that mine came with. There's different options as far as what you get with the controller. I believe that you can buy just the drone and not even the controller or anything like that. The base package is going to come with some type of controller, rather it be this one and one single battery, or if you do the Fly More combo, you'll get the drone, the controller, and then 3 batteries. This battery charger here, this charging dock, is not a DJI brand. Same case is going to be with this battery and the battery that is currently in the drone itself. This is going to be the battery that DJI sends you. Excuse me. I believe with the DJI brand batteries, you're going to get about 30-ish minutes. It says 38 minutes per battery on a full charge. And then with these extended batteries, I believe they're going to be in the 40s, I think. I'd have to look again. But anyways, continuing with this controller, you've got this screen on here. When you're flying, you've got your, I don't even know what to call these, the toggles to fly the drone. You're going to have this pause flight and return to home function button. This 3-way switch here that's going to toggle between different flight modes. C is, I believe, going to be for cinematic, and for normal. S for sport. It's going to kick the drone into a little bit higher speeds. And then you're going to have your power button. On the top of the remote here, you have a couple different buttons. This button right here is for recording video, switching between video and photo mode. And then if you do a second press, it's going to start your video. This scroller here is going to scroll the gimbal up and down. On the right side here, same thing. Hit it once, it's going to switch it from video mode to picture, and then you hit it again and it's going to take your pictures. And then this scroller right here is going to be for zoom in and out. When you're shooting this drone in 4K video, you're going to get 2 times zoom. I think in 1080p or 2.7K, you'll get 4 times zoom. On the back of the controller here, you're going to have a couple more buttons. These are both programmable, so you can program to do different things. We'll go over that more in just a second. These are going to be for the toggles. Pop these out of the back of the controller. And then you can take them, they're threaded. Oh, I dropped one. I'll grab that second one. I wouldn't think you want to torque those down too much, but hand tight. I haven't had an issue with them yet. On the back of the bottom of the controller, you're going to have a couple more threaded ports here. These are going to be for like attachments and stuff, like lanyards. You're going to have your charging USB-C slot here to charge the controller itself. Pop off this little cover here. Can expose another USB-C port and then a micro SD card. That way for flying, you can record screen time on the controller itself. To turn on this controller, 1 short press, 1 long press. That'll power on the controller itself. And then for the drone as well, on the top of the drone, you're going to see the power button. Do the same thing, 1 short press, 1 long press, power on the drone. You'll see that it's going to start its booting up functions. It kind of rotates these wings a little bit. Get some noise out of the controller here. So as far as controls on the controller itself, this left stick here, if you press it up, is going to be your altitude up. Down is going to be your altitude down. Left and right is going to be spinning the drone on an axis, counterclockwise or clockwise. This right is going to take you forward, up, down is going to be backwards. Left is going to be rotating the drone left, and then right is going to be rotating it right. And then I believe When you get the drone itself, when you first get it, this controller, this button on the left, the C1 button is going to automatically hit that gimbal 90 degrees down, and then it brings it back up to normal. This drone does fly off of, let's see if I can get this to focus. This drone does fly off of satellites. So I'm indoors, so you can see right here, I'm not getting any satellites. You're going to have your battery life. The RC is going to be the connection between the controller itself and the drone. And then you can toggle stuff like your zoom. And then this left one, scroll it down, up, that moves the gimbal. And then to take off, you're going to take these sticks, you're going to push them in and down, and that would start the drone.